Welcome to another episode of Markets Dawn Europe, an audio podcast on financial markets for European-based professionals. A minimalistic solution to the information overload in mainstream and social media. This is what you need to know today.
Morning. Equities ended marginally firmer on Friday on both sides of the Atlantic, with the S&P 500 accumulating its sixth straight week of gains to a new record. European equities were supported by the ECB's rate cut and dovish stance, with Italian, Spanish and German stocks as the outperformers of the week. Gold added 2.4% to an all-time high of $2,720 to accumulate a 32% year-to-date rally, driven by increased turbulence in the Middle East and the so-called Trump trades and the tariff scenario. In earnings announcements on Friday, Swedish truck maker Volvo missed forecasts for the first time this year and predicted a flat 2025 in terms of vehicle sales in Europe and the US. Yet, shares gained 3.5% and are 5% higher this year. Also, Netflix jumped 11% after beating top and bottom estimates as its advertising business continued to grow, and it added 5.1 million subscribers during Q3. Shares are 57% higher this year and trade at a trailing P ratio of 42 times. Goldman Sachs downgraded this year's annual earnings growth estimate for Europe's STOXX 600 members to plus 2% from 6%, on the back of increased risks from higher corporate taxes in France and Italy and potential trade tariffs. The bank still sees an improvement in earnings for Europe's blue chips in 2025 and 26. Crude oil finished its second worst week of the year, with Brent losing 7.5%, following the weaker reading for Chinese growth and record figures for US crude production. On the grains complex, wheat, corn and soybean prices continue to drop, driven by rainy conditions and changes in Russia's export policies. Today, China cut benchmark lending rates by 25 basis points, as anticipated, bringing the one-year LPR to 3.1% and the five-year to 3.6%, following the easing of the policy rates last month, as it continues to implement its stimulus package to revive growth. Officials expressed confidence that the economy could reach Beijing's full-year growth target of approximately 5%, and signaled another reduction to the bank's reserve ratio by the year-end. The CSI 300 stock index rallied 3.6% on Friday and is advancing almost 1% today. Most other Asian indices are firmer this morning by around 0.5%, while Singapore and Hong Kong are a touch weaker. It will be a busy week for Asian IPOs, including the listings of Tokyo Metro and Hyundai Motor India. On Sunday, Moldova held the first round of presidential elections and a referendum on joining the EU, with tight results in early counting. This week will be relatively light on the data front, with Germany's PPI today and preliminary PMIs for October on Thursday. In central bank action, Hungary holds a meeting tomorrow, the Bank of Canada meets on Wednesday, and Russia meets on Friday. Companies reporting earnings today include Legal & General and Man Group. The week's most significant release will be Tesla on Wednesday. Thanks for your time, see you tomorrow.
Visit laconicbriefs.com to subscribe to our newsletter, including this audio podcast with an extended script if you prefer to read, plus performance tables and charts, all in one place. Delivered straight to your inbox every morning, Monday to Friday.